In today's episode, we leave Curtin Springs and head all the way through to Yulara, which is better known as Uluru.
Welcome back to the Wilson's Take on Us. If you're new around here, I'm Sophie.
And I'm Aaron.
And Miss Ginger's just behind the camera. We're at Curtin Springs. As you guys had just seen in last week's episode, we thought we would continue it here as we're in the Red Centre.
And we'll show you what we get up to around here. There's a little bit to do with a dog, so we'll show you all things you can do in the Red Centre with a dog.
Yeah, we thought we would make this video just to show everyone that you can travel the inside of Australia with a dog and what exactly you can do. So let's get into it.
So we're just having a lazy day today, still at Curtin Springs, so it's quite windy. There's not too much to do around here. We're heading to Uluru tomorrow, so that should be good. So I'm just cleaning out the tunnel boot. Sophie's sunbaking, trying to get warm. And yeah, I'm cleaning the tunnel boot out. I've got rubbish everywhere. Ginger's loving life, chasing the flies. So that's us for the day.
Just doing a click and collect for Coles so we can pick up our groceries in Alice because we're starting to run pretty low out here. Just making some morning tea for Aaron and I. We're starting to run a bit low on food, so we have planned a big shop in Alice and looking forward to getting that, but until then we just are coping with what we've got. So morning tea today, we're doing chicken 2-minute noodles, and I'll show you guys what I'm doing here. I've just got our Kmart jet boil, which is amazing by the way, best 10 bucks ever spent, and 2-minute noodles with our bowl cozies and a plate to keep the heat in, and that will be us for morning tea. Oh my gosh. Oh. Good morning.
We just left Curtin Springs and we're heading out to Yulara. We're going to be checking into Ayers Rock Campground so we can see Uluru.
Yeah, so we booked Ayers Rock Campground, I think it was 2 weeks ago. So we were hoping to be here originally on Wednesday night. It's currently Friday today, but they were booked out and completely booked out. So it was just the one night that we had available, so we booked that, and that was just online. It's $47 a night for the unpowered site. And yeah, if you guys want to check it out, make sure you check it out like online first, because yeah, they are pretty busy by the looks of it. But looking forward to seeing the rock. So we just pulled up to the Tropic of Capricorn rest area, and there's a mobile phone booster. Aaron's gonna go check it out. Apparently if you stand underneath it you get signal. Well, nothing.
Can do a wee under it though.
Aaron. Classic Aaron. Everywhere we go. Oh, can do a wee here. So as you guys know, we stayed last night at Curtin Springs and it's awesome there. They do have diesel available as well as ULP, but the diesel is $2.99.9 a litre. So basically $3 for a litre of diesel, and I understand that it's kind of in the middle of nowhere. However, down the road at Yulara, which is at Uluru, it's $2.60 a litre. So up at Alice is $2.15 a litre. So yeah, even though it's quite close to those places, it's still very, very expensive there. So we are choosing to fill up our tank at Yulara today, just so that we have enough fuel to get through to Alice. So we're at our first lookout at Uluru.
Our first stop that's dog friendly.
Yeah, so first stop for dog friendly is Ewing Lookout. It's inside the Ayers Rock Campground, which is where we're staying, funny enough. and the only real place you can camp with the dog
Come on,
or
up.
camp in Uluru. So yeah, staying here tonight and we'll show you the first lookout.
So we just got up to the lookout at Ewing's Lookout and check that view out. It's pretty stunning. It's nice and dog friendly. A little walk up a hill and you get these magnificent views. And over there, I don't know if you can see, but I'm pretty sure they're the Olgas. So it's about 40 odd minutes out of Uluru.
What do you think, Jim? What do you think?
Just at the Ayers Rock campground. We're at the unpowered section out the back. It's sort of their overflow. It's just on the red dirt. And you can pick where you want to set up camp. So this is where we picked. In the back corner, far back corner by ourselves. Fire pit there. No one can really park around us, which is perfect. People can all camp in here and all that, but we got this little corner which is pretty good. If it was my choice again for the price, I wouldn't come back here. I'd stay at Curtin Springs. It's free camp there, drive in for the day and yeah, head back to camp for free. I think it was about $45 for this site. You got no amenities close by, nothing really at all. You're right out the back, so yeah. So that was Yulara, Uluru, with her dog. There's not much you can do. Is there, Sophie?
Yeah, I'm just reading over here. There are a couple of things that you can do. I'll show you guys. So all of these, Simpsons Gap, Ormison's Gorge and the Red Bank Gorge, they are all things that they recommend to do. Now those all need a parks pass, and I mean you can leave your dog in the van and go and explore, but yeah, we just didn't. So because we're unpowered and it was 30 degrees when we were here, yeah,
it was a bit too hot to leave her in the van, so we feel like we didn't miss out too much. We were happy with what we did. We went to Ewing's Lookout.
Ewing Lookout, yeah. So you guys would have just seen that. We went there back again for sunset, and it was really, really lovely because we actually had it to ourselves for the whole, I don't know, hour.
Yeah, hour and a half maybe.
Yep. So yeah, I mean it really depends on what you are comfortable with your dog and how dependent they are. If they are happy to just chill on their own and you've got power so you can put the aircon on, then 100% leave them in the van, go get a parks pass and go do those things because they look unreal. But yeah, no, it was awesome out here. I'd definitely come back. I'd probably maybe leave the dog behind next time and just come out for a week or so and yeah, do all the national parks and gorges and all that sort of stuff. Yeah, and also there is the Kings Canyon, which we were going to do today but we've decided against, only because one, it's quite a long road into Kings Canyon and then you need the parks pass to get in. We were going to leave Ginger in the car or the van today and do that, but we just thought if it's quite a long walk in, it's probably not the best thing to leave her for a while on her own in the middle of the day. And also diesel is so scarce out here, and when you can find it, it's so expensive. So again, we're not sure if that's something that we would do, but if you're happy to stay at the Kings Canyon Resort maybe for a night, leave your dog there and go in for the day, then that's another thing you could do. But yeah, I don't feel like we've missed out too much. We were only here for the one day, and I think that seeing Uluru in real life makes up for what we couldn't see.
For sure, yeah.
Anyways guys, we'll show you what else we get up to because we're heading back to a rest area that we've already visited and really enjoyed. Also wanted to mention to you guys something really, really good about Yulara is that there's an IGA there. So it's actually, what, a 2-minute drive from the camp?
Yeah, it's not far at all.
Yeah, you know, IGAs even back home are expensive compared to, you know, Woolies or Coles or Aldi. So I was going in there with an open mind, and I was super duper lucky because we actually running pretty low on food, as you guys might already know, because I might have already said it. But we've done a shop in Alice, looking at getting something for dinner last night. We went into IGA and I seen all this meat on clearance, and I was like taken right back. And I ended up buying some pork spare ribs that were marinated for like $9, which was amazing because you never see pork ribs on special, and we never have anything luxury like that. Well, not on the road.
Not on the road, definitely not.
So I was chuffed when I seen that. And yeah, I think they wanted $3.50 for an avocado, so I didn't get any of them because they're like $1 at Woolies at the moment. But was super impressed with the meat all on clearance, and also water, like bottled water there was really affordable, which is good because we paid $4.80 for 1 litre at Curtin Springs the day before. So yeah, super impressed. If you guys are in need of any groceries while you're there in Yulara, definitely check out IGA. There's also a post office, and
I'm not sure, I didn't go in, so
I'm trying to think what was in that little complex. I think you could buy grog there too, but you need like when you check into the campground, they give you a little, like a pass, because it's a dry community. They won't serve alcohol unless you've got that pass. So yeah, make sure if you do go to buy grog, you've got that handy at all times, or they won't serve you. Also, something interesting I seen in the shops, which I've not seen before, there was a sign that said no school, no service, which was pretty funny. I read that sign and it said, like, if school aged kids come to the IGA or the post office, they won't be served anything if it's in school hours unless they've got an out of school pass. So I thought that was pretty cool as well. Like, they should do that everywhere, I feel, because yeah, obviously it helps prevent them skipping school. So yeah.
no, that's bad. When I used to skip school, I would have got caught then.
No. But anyways, I thought that was really interesting. So yeah, no school, no service, and yeah, make sure you have your pass if you're buying grog, and check out the IGA for clearance meat. By the way, it was still in date.
Back at camp now at Kernot Range Rest Area. You would have seen we were here a couple of days ago, or about a week ago I think, wasn't it? So yeah, and we're cooking up a feast tonight. We're cooking barbecue pork spare ribs, and I'll take you over here. We're cooking those on the Weber, and then we're gonna have a fire later and cook some potatoes on there, and I'll show you the ribs. Not sure if you can see them. I better not open it because I don't want to let all the heat out, but just in the Weber, and got this view. We're having a glass, as you can see. Sophie's always on the piss.
Excuse me, I'm on holidays.
What, for a year?
No, but we love it here, so we thought we better come back. We were tossing up whether or not to stay here tonight or stay at Curtin Springs, but ended up staying here just because it's a little bit quieter. Love Curtin Springs, but yeah, this one's just a little bit more remote because it's only that rest area. So yeah, staying here tonight and cooking up a feast.
If we remember, we'll show you the finished project.
It depends how many reds Aaron's had, if he'll remember. So I'll insert that now if Aaron remembers. Alright guys, I'm here because I remembered. And we're going to check the pork because it's been 2 hours with the lid closed and the foil on, so it should be ready. Let's have a look. Oh, she's a bit burnt.
Nah, beautiful.
Oh no, she's crispy.
Look at that.
Oh yeah.
It's gonna be good.
Yeah, looking forward to that. And it smells like...
Smells amazing.
Oh, literally.
We were sitting around the campfire, and because it's a little bit windy, we could just get in drifts of the smell. It was amazing.
Cannot wait. So crack into that. Oh yeah, first cook.
You done. Morning, it's Sunday morning and we're just packing up camp, so I thought I'd show you the sunrise. Pretty nice. We're heading to Alice Springs today, so we'll be there for a little while, not sure how long. Got the car booked in on the 29th for a service, and I can go over the van, do a few maintenance. I'll show you guys. There's Ginger Girl. Sophie's in there making us coffee. It's quite chilly today. We'll have a chat to you later.
So we just pulled in to make a little sandwich this morning on our way through to Alice, and while I was making the sandwiches, Aaron was reading something quite interesting at the rest area.
Yeah, so the local Anangu people, they would set up camp around every 50 kilometres, so that means that there was water every 50 kilometres, especially in 1955 to 1965. They need to walk that 50 k's every day to get some water because it was so scarce.
Yeah, because there was a drought for what, 10 years?
Yeah, 1955 to 1965. Yeah. So, and they knew they had camp already set up, so they could walk to the next camp and most likely find water there. And there was also, because there was water, there was clay mud pools, so they could put the mud on themselves, and also rock pools as well, they said. So it was really interesting.
Yeah, so it's really cool to think that we have camped where ancestors have camped. So yeah, pretty interesting.
Really interesting. Show you where we just pulled into on the way to Alice. Sophie's just getting the car ready for a photo. We made it. Welcome to Alice Springs. You! Coming into Alice as well, we've seen it's a no drone zone, so you can't fly your drone in Alice Springs.
Good afternoon.
So we haven't spoken to you guys for a little while because we've been just running errands and like things like laundry and
cleaning the van up.
Yeah, stripping the bed, all that fun stuff. But if you guys are in Alice Springs, make sure, and you need washing done, make sure you check out the laundromat, because like it's pretty expensive. It's $14, but the $14 washing machine actually holds 4 regular loads. So yeah, you can chuck it all in, like I did a whole bed and towels and everything, and there was still room for more. So definitely check out the laundromat if you're in Alice and in need of washing. We wanted to come on here and record this morning or this afternoon. It's actually just gone midday because we're doing something a little bit different. I don't know if you can notice something's missing in the back seat.
Dog free.
Yeah, so Miss Ginger is at daycare today. We dropped her off this morning at about 8:30, and it's a really cool service here in Alice. There's a little I don't know, grooming place.
Yeah.
And yeah, out the back they just do doggy daycare. So
yeah, so they're called Bark and Bath. So yeah, we booked her in for a groom, well, a wash and cut her nails and all that sort of stuff, and daycare after.
Yeah, so we told them we'll pick her up around 3-4 o'clock, and they said no problem, she'll have a play all day, and they'll give her a wash just before we go and grab her, which she desperately needs.
She does need it.
Yeah.
And it's a good way for us to get out to a national park. So we're going to head out to, is it Simpsons Gap?
Yeah, Simpsons Gap. So I showed you guys earlier in this video when we were at the Red Centre Way some really cool points of interest that we weren't going to do, but we're going to do one.
We're going to head out there now, so we'll show you when we get there.
Yeah, show you what we get up to and show you what it's all about, I guess.
Yeah, definitely.
We'll see you guys soon.
So we're just is it the McDonald Ranges National Park?
The West McDonald Ranges.
There you go. I was close. And we're doing the Cassia Walk.
Cassia Hill.
Cassia Hill Walk.
Self-guided walk. So it's 1.8k loop, which is good for us because we're unfit people.
Definitely.
And yeah,
that's a mulga tree. The Aborigines used to make weapons because it's a very strong, hardy bit of wood.
Wood, yeah. And also the seed pods. There's none on there now, but the seed pods, even in dry times, they say that they roast them and ground them into a paste with some flavouring. And this is like a similar texture to peanut butter. So yeah, they also find the honey ant underneath these trees, which they eat as well. So just reading about the witchetty bush, it says here that it's a very important plant in Central Australia. Large tasty grubs are found in the root, savoured by Aboriginal people. They eat these either raw or cooked quickly on hot coals. The seeds are also collected the same way as the last one, and if the mulga tree is not available, they would use this instead. Ranges here in the West McDonald Ranges were all underwater. It says around 900 million years ago, so pretty cool to think that it was all underwater.
So the woolly cloak fern, it looks dead unless it's had rain. Within 3 hours of having rain, it goes lush green, which is pretty amazing.
So this one's the blunt leaf casa. It actually has healing properties for sick babies. So the traditional owners actually took the leaves, smoked them, and they were called smoking a baby. It's believed to have healing properties for unwell babies.
So we're at the famous Simpsons Gap. It's crazy to think 900 million years ago this used to be inland sea, and now it's this freshwater lake. Do I push her in?
That's ice.
Bit cold, is it?
It is literally probably like, I don't know, 1 degree in that water.
Oh, beautiful for a swim if you're allowed.
So Simpsons Gap, probably one of the most beautiful places that I've seen so far on this trip. It was really, really nice to get up close and personal and actually see it. Where with Uluru we couldn't do that obviously because we had the dog in tote. But yeah, so glad we put her in daycare today.
Yeah, it was definitely worth it.
Yeah.
Something like we've never seen before. It's just amazing.
I just can't get over that it was all underwater. Like 900 million years ago, underwater completely, and it was like the seabed. You know, just it literally blows my mind. And to see it all there, and just it looks like all the rocks are gonna fall on you, but they're pretty solid. Like they're not going anywhere.
Yeah.
Just amazing.
Unbelievable.
Literally, it was speechless in the actual place. Like it just, amazing.
And there wasn't much water, but the water in there just, it was so nice. I wish I could go for a swim in it, even though it was freezing.
Yeah.
I still would if you were allowed.
Yeah, it was crystal clear and fresh. Like, gave it a whiff.
Did you drink it?
I didn't drink it. No,
you should have.
I'm not game. I'm not game enough. But Aaron would have normally drunk it though.
Oh, yeah. Fresh water.
I'm surprised you didn't.
I was tempted.
Look, if there wasn't so many other people looking at it, I'm sure you would have had a drink.
Yeah.
Smelled pretty fresh, and looked crystal clear. So definitely was a really nice watering hole. I'm sure that the rock wallabies come down and have a drink and enjoy that lovely fresh water.
And the dingoes.
So there's lots of black-footed rock wallabies in that area, and the West MacDonald Rangers are trying to protect them as best as they can from predators in the area, such as dingoes being one of them, and cattle I was reading as well. So they're trying their best to protect them any way they can, because they are really endangered. Where there used to be thousands and thousands of them, in the 1930s and so on. So really, really interesting, and so glad we came out here today. Now, if we had the time, we would do so much more. There looks like there's so much to do out here in the ranges. Hey?
Yeah, there's heaps. You can camp out at is it Hugh Gorge or Hugh River?
Birthday Waterhole and Hugh Gorge.
Yeah, which we were gonna do if we had enough time, but we got to go pick up Miss Ginger, so we're on our way back now to pick her up.
Yep. So daycare finishes at 3, so you can extend it to 5:30 if you guys have a dog and are interested in also taking them to daycare. But we've only booked her until 3 because we thought that'd be enough time to do all this, but we got too carried away, just really like living it up and doing whatever we wanted without a dog.
Yeah.
But no, I think we definitely would come back here without the dog and spend a week or so just staying in the park. And there's lots of camping that you can do, and forward driving and water holes, and it's really awesome.
Yeah, really good experience. If you guys are out in Alice Springs, definitely come out here.
The West MacDonald Ranges is definitely one you need to add to your list.
We just picked up Miss Ginger and we came back to the van and did a few errands, and now we're about to head out to the Alice Brewing Co. So have some dinner and taste their beer and ginger beer. Welcome back.
Yeah, so stay on Date Bulldog Drive.
Aaron